What a dart from the captain, Caris Phillips.
We've got fantastic facilities at David Lloyd with the pool, the jacuzzi, hot tub, sauna. So on a Monday we make the most of that. It's part of our recovery after a big weekend. We can go swim, move, get a bit of heat, bit of contrast with the cold, and I'm definitely feeling a difference. Each week is getting tougher and tougher as we accumulate more games. So it's been a big part of us looking after our bodies and feeling fresh by the weekend.
So side on, laterals, try and get under the water as you're sweeping the arms across the body, okay? So lateral shuffle up, lateral shuffle down, stay facing the same way. Yeah, so just making the most of these brilliant facilities we've got here at David Lloyd. Just taking the girls through some hydrotherapy this morning, so just promoting some blood flow and just taking them through some full ranges of low impact ranges of motion as well, which the girls are finding really beneficial. It's just an added sort of subjective recovery tool that we have at our disposal here, which is always nice to make the most of. So just to finish off now, we've got 10 minutes. Any strokes you want to do, okay, so 10 minutes, taking your time, few lengths. If you want to stretch off in between, you can. So 10 minutes, and then we're out showering and over for analysis, okay?
The prop takes it at the back, like they're quite quick to react to like any mistakes. So they carried at the 15, then went blind, open, blind. So they're looking at kind of maybe two pods like working together. Like not necessarily.
So the full timetable gives us the opportunity to do analysis sessions with the girls. These range from individual clips from a previous fixture, team clips from a previous fixture, as well as like preview clips for like subunits. So we'll do attack, defense, as well as forwards and back. It also gives us an opportunity to generally like pick their brains a little bit more in terms of rugby detail.
You actually make this look really good as well. Stop that. You actually look really good.
Yeah, wow.
This is so painful. Might be good for you to see what you look like.
So have you just come from a night shift?
Yeah, but this is actually for Foxtrot, so I'm a nice person.
What?
I know. I've had my lot of coffees.
How many coffees have you had?
About 8 maybe.
8 coffees.
So Joe, coming on, a little bit of background around us, I guess. So coming on board as a DOR in 2019 season, quarter of the way through the season, as soon as you got here, you were straight into a retender that you had to lead. And then a couple of months after that, COVID hit. So your first season was pretty rocky, pretty bumpy for you. Can you just talk us through probably that journey from there to where we are now?
A challenging start, but like the most important thing was us sort of staying in the Prem, which we managed to achieve with the retender. And then obviously COVID came with all of the challenges, as everyone's aware. But even with that, over the last 2 years, there's been like massive progress at the club, and the plan was always to kind of make it a sustainable programme, which I think we've done. The priority was sort of staffing and facilities and making sure we've got the right people in place to support players fully. So, you know, we took on full-time S&C, full-time medical, full-time manager and roles that were really obviously key to player development. And then, you know, on the back of that, we have had, you know, some much better performances on field. With all of that support, we potentially haven't got across the line with a few results along the way to get some of those wins, but there's definitely been improvement in the players, and I think that shows in the number of players we've had called up for international duty as well, which is brilliant to see.
Minnow muscles. Boom! Oh.
What?
Minnow, how are you finding Worcester?
So amazing. Amazing.
I love that. Thank you. And who's your favourite player?
Do you know Lydia Thompson?
Lovely.
Chicken and black bean.
Nice. Little vegan option.
Everyone needs to get their egg in.
Oh yeah. So what was the salad bar got us today? Egg, salad, lovely.
I've been brought in this season to help support with the psychological aspects or the mental aspects of rugby, and I think it's a great testament to the club, to the coaches and to the players that everyone is investing and embracing and putting time and effort into the support, and it really complements the other sports science support that's offered as part of the programme. Ultimately, sports psychology is multifaceted in its use, in that individual players can work on their own aspects of the game, so be that confidence or their own resilience or developing their own imagery skills. But ultimately we work across the entire team, and we spend a lot of time talking about our mindset, making sure we're in the right mindset, not just to perform on game day, but also to train and to train well.
Just like finally for me, this is a massive opportunity, isn't it? And you're so deserving of it. Like we're into a semi-final, and the experience that you guys will get from the last couple of games that will put you in such a good place going back into AP, and such a good place for the club in terms of the depth and the learnings that you will have taken from it. And it's been absolutely brilliant to see, and I'll be honest, we've had players, internationals released back to play for us this Saturday, but actually what is important for me is you guys have worked so hard together as a squad, you've worked hard together all season as individuals. You deserve this opportunity to go out and play against Quins on Saturday. Regardless of who they decide to bring in or put in, I have every confidence that you can absolutely step up and match them.
Is that more straight?
Get in there.
See? Baby steps, you see?
Akina's been great. She'll always have that buy-in. She's great around the squad. She doesn't sort of ever see herself out of it. She's just a real good leader in that aspect. And always really proud of the way she treats her rehab and her injuries, because I understand it's difficult.
Ice baby. For my knee.
Most of the ice works, Iceman works tends to do really well for you, especially immediately post sessions.
Yeah. So should I ice now or ice after gym?
After everything, so after gym.
Okay.
I was trying to think what everything was for you today, but yeah, gym.
You nearly said skills.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Akina's always pushing boundaries. Every single week I will check sign-up sheets for what our kind of weekly schedule looks like, and a name will always crop up on whether it be a skill session or something, and I always have to give her a message again and reiterate where we're at and what that return is like. So she constantly asks the question and pushes, which is great. She's really keen to get back on pitch. But yeah, working alongside Ethan there from that physical performance aspect and making sure that we've got a whole programme there. It's not as if at the moment she's injured, she's out and she's sort of in a way getting treated with me. She's still got a whole programme to do each week, whether that be still with hydrotherapy in the pool or in the gym doing stuff in and around her injury. I work really well with Ethan to try and actually give the players a whole programme, so no matter where they're at, whether they're fully fit and they're selectable or they're currently injured, they've always got a full night's work ahead of them, and I think they always really appreciate that.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Ready. Okay.
We've got really good relationship with the senior and the academy programmes. We've had people like Chris Morgan and Mark Irish come in and deliver to the players, which has been fantastic. We've had individual players like Will Chudley come in and deliver to Katie Matt. So it's really important that we kind of support one another. And moving forward, we've got a forwards coach coming in full time in the summer, which will be great for the girls and continue to sort of develop and move things forward.
In terms of what's next, or where you kind of see Worcester Warriors going? Can you give us a little detail around aspirations and view there?
Yeah, obviously as players, we want it to be sustainable, and although we're going down the route of starting to sort of pay players, it's really important that we stay sustainable and we kind of really develop our own pathway as well, and that's something we've put a lot of work into and headed up by Benny. So we've got the DICE programme and Worcester RFC and our C of E programme, and we've got players already coming through that, which is fantastic, and we've introduced 4 recently that have come in and fitted in really well. So for me, it's really, really important that we continue to develop those pathways, as well as bring in some more kind of depth in key positions and a little bit more experience in key areas. But a lot of the players have been here a long time now, and and you can really see them starting to develop with the opportunity to have more training and support from players and staff.
2, 3, Worcester!
What a dart from the captain, Caris Phillips.